Good morning children. How are you all? Hope you all are fit and healthy. So today we are going to start with the next chapter of history. Chapter number 4, the Mughal Empire. Before starting the Mughal Empire, let us recapitulate what we studied in the previous chapter, that was the Delhi Sultans. So in Delhi Sultans, we started with 5 dynasties. As in the previous video we told you that Delhi Sultans, it had 5 dynasties, starting with the slave dynasty. The first ruler of the slave dynasty was Qutbuddin Aibak. He was the slave of Muhammad Ghori, and after Muhammad Ghori's death, as Muhammad Ghori made him as in charge of the territories, after his death, Qutbuddin Aibak became the first ruler of the slave dynasty, and he started the slave dynasty. After the slave dynasty was taken over by Khalji dynasty, and Jalaluddin Khalji was the first ruler of the Khalji dynasty. Jalaluddin Khalji was a weak ruler and he adopted very lenient policies. So he did not rule for a large period of time, and he was taken over by his nephew Alauddin Khalji. Alauddin Khalji was a very ambitious ruler. He wanted to have control all over India. After Alauddin Khalji, Khalji dynasty was taken over by Tughlaq dynasty, and the first ruler of Tughlaq dynasty was Firoz Shah Tughlaq. During Tughlaq dynasty, after Firoz Shah Tughlaq, Muhammad bin Tughlaq came on the throne, and he was also a very good ruler. But his ideas and plans failed. He had great ideas and plans, but his execution of ideas and plans was not proper, so his ideas failed. And after the Tughlaq dynasty came the Sayyid dynasty. Sayyid dynasty, the first ruler was Khizr Khan. After the Sayyids, Lodhis came on the throne. Lodhi dynasty, the first ruler was Behlul Lodhi. As I told you that the Lodhi dynasty, it started with Behlul Lodhi, and it was taken over by Sikandar Lodhi. Sikandar Lodhi was defeated by Ibrahim Lodhi. So Sikandar Lodhi was defeated by Ibrahim Lodhi, and Ibrahim Lodhi was defeated by Babur, who was called by the nobles. Babur was the first ruler of the Mughal Empire, and he laid the foundation of the Mughal Empire. So children, let us see who were the Mughals first. Who were Mughals? So children, Mughals were the descendants of 2 great lineages. From their mother's side, they were descendants of Genghis Khan. From their father's side, they were descendants of Taimur. Now, who was Genghis Khan? Genghis Khan was the ruler of Mughal tribe. And Taimur, he was the ruler of Iran, Iraq, and modern day Turkey. So children, as I told you, Mughals, they were the descendants of 2 great lineages. From mother's side, they were the descendants of Genghis Khan, and from father's side, they were the descendants of Taimur. They did not like to be called from the Genghis Khan side, because the memory which is associated with the Genghis Khan was that he massacred a number of people, and Genghis Khan was also linked with Uzbeks. Uzbeks were the Mongol competitors who wanted to invade India. So they did not like to be called themselves from their mother's side, that is from Genghis Khan's side. And they were very proud of their Taimurian ancestry, and because Taimur, he captured Delhi. The reason behind it was that they captured Delhi, and secondly they also genealogy pictorial. Each ruler was getting a picture with Taimur. So they were happy to be called, or they were proud to be called themselves as or from Taimuriid ancestry. So children, let us come back to the first Mughal emperor, who was Babur. Children, as we studied, the Mughals established an all India empire and managed to keep it well knit for over 2 centuries, that is for 200 years. Further, the administrative system they created outlasted their rule. The first Mughal emperor was Babur. He ruled Farghana in Central Asia at the time when the Lodi kings were ruling over the Delhi Sultanate. The local rulers invited Babur to come to India and defeat the Lodis. Babur had heard a lot about the fabled wealth of Hindustan and thought that it was a good opportunity to expand his kingdom. In 1526, Babur met Ibrahim Lodi in the first battle of Panipat. The Lodi army was many times bigger than that of Babur's. Babur, however, had a battle-hardened cavalry and an efficient artillery. He defeated Ibrahim Lodi and conquered Delhi and Agra. The next year, he defeated Rana Sanga of Mewar at Khanua. 2 years later, he defeated the Afghan chiefs at Ghagra. These 3 battles secured Babur's position in northern India. Now Babur's achievements. Babur was a brilliant general. He was also an accomplished poet and writer. His autobiography is called Tuzuk-e-Babari or Baburnama. Autobiography is written by Babur himself. In it, Babur has described the physical features, climate, animals, birds, flowers, fruits, and the life of the people and the places he visited. He has also written about his own life in detail. So children, this was about Babur, who was the first Mughal emperor. Children, let's have a quiz time. Are you all ready with your pencils? Yes. So here comes the question. Who was the first Mughal emperor? Write down the answer quickly. And the answer is Babur. If it is correct, put a tick and make 1 star. Second question is, the first 6 Mughals or the Mughals were also called as? The answer is Great Mughals. Who was the first ruler of the Lodi dynasty? Write down the answer quickly. Answer is Behlul Lodi. If it is correct, again give a star. Name the battle in which Babur defeated Ibrahim Lodi. And the answer is First Battle of Panipat. Whom did Babur defeat in the first Battle of Panipat? And the answer is Ibrahim Lodi. Which ancestry were the Mughals proud of? Timurid ancestry. So this was the quiz time. Now let's come on to question answers time. The first question: the Mughals were the descendants of two great lineages. Can you name them? Quickly write down. And the answer is, from their mother's side, Genghis Khan, and from their father's side, Timur. The next question is, the Mughals did not like to be called Mughal or Mongol. Why? Because of two reasons. Genghis Khan's memory was associated with massacre of innumerable people, and they were linked with Uzbeks. Children, we have put some additional information for you. This is just for your knowledge. You can read this. We have given the information about the Battle of Khanua, the Battle of Panipat, Battle of Ghagra. These three battles were fought by Babur. About Baburnama, autobiography of Babur. This picture shows Genghis Khan, his birthplace and date, where he lived, about his parents, about his life and education. This picture is of Timur, the Timurid dynasty. So children, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.